going to be one heck of a matchup. And to get the call from 40Gs, who's a Philadelphia Madden legend, also the brother of superstar Kevin Hart, when you got that type of star power behind you, if you're Dubby, that's a lot of extra motivation. This is the type of game that I love to see, This is why I love competitive Madden, because it comes down to games like this. Dubby's going to have a chance to accomplish his goals in advance, but he needs to go against the phenom Trueboy, who has not shown any vulnerability yet.
As Trueboy starts his opening drive, RG, give me your keys to this game.
The keys for me for this game, as you see, Trueboy's got to mix up those blitz packages. And for Dubby, can you escape from that pressure with Randall Cunningham? He has the mobility to get to outside of the pocket and run from those blitzing cornerbacks, but is Dubby going to be able to execute that and get away from those blitzes and get the pass off?
And of course, you saw that create turnovers. Trueboy has had no trouble creating turnovers. He has 5 interceptions so far today, just today in Group C, as he hands the ball off to his running back, Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell stopped right at the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be a 3rd and 6 at the 29, but using a lot of cap money on that Le'Veon Bell item, 55 salary on Le'Veon, and he's run the ball so well for him. Seems like the right decision, Archie. Russell Wilson back to pass. He throws it to Jacob Tamme. Tamme brought down shy of the first down, and he's going to no huddle on this 4th and 4.
Dubby,
so
this is where you stand up.
Already playing loose is Trueboy. Play action. He has some space. Wide open is Larry Fitzgerald, and out of bounds he goes.
If you're Dubby, you need to grab the momentum right there. Hurry up on 4th and 4 for the first possession of the game. You need to punch him in the mouth, not let a guy wide open running up the sideline. Mental mistake right there for me by Dubby. That didn't look like the greatest defense,
Shotgun
Maybe
formation again here.
In that situation.
A timeout might not have been a bad decision. If you didn't like what you saw, another incomplete pass here by Trueboy. But yeah, Trueboy knew exactly what he was doing. He no huddles, has a guy wide open, and he hits Larry Fitzgerald for the first down on that 4th and 4 here early in this ball game. Trueboy wants that pride of going 3-0 in this group. Dubby just fighting for that 2nd spot right now here in Group C.
Doing a good job at stopping the run, though, so far. I mean, it's only been 2 rushes, but not a lot of daylight for Bell, and that's a good sign if you're Dub.
Russell Wilson rolling.
Wide open.
Throwing to Le'Veon Bell. Again, as you said, wide open. He picks up a first down out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
That was a great route combination by Dubby. He cleared out the middle of the field. By Trueboy. He cleared out the middle of the field, made Dubby go and run with that tight end right there, and that opened up space underneath for his user defender couldn't guard Le'Veon Bell wide open in the flat. Oh, he just missed a big hit.
Jumping into this other game here, Canes versus Jet Steel. Canes on the goal line right now. We've got a scoreless ball game in both of them. Continues to hot route, 3 seconds on the play clock. 1. Snaps it, quarterback sneak up the middle, and Canes is on the board. So Canes takes the early lead in that other game against Jet Steel as Trueboy continues to march down the field here with another completion, 3rd and 4. But Canes looking good on offense now.
Yes, but the one thing that's interesting is Canes got blown out. I believe lost by 19 points. He did lose by 19 points against Trueboy. So his point diff not looking too great right now. If Dubby can keep it together, get the win right here, I think his point differential is looking a lot better than Dubby's. They're going to have to run the numbers in the back for us, but I think Dubby's in a better situation. He needs to just get this W against Trueboy.
But Trueboy looking at another 4th down. This time he's going to kick the field goal. Dubby not buying it, going to be in the prevent there, and he does take the 3 points. So Trueboy adding another 3 points to his total points here in this group.
An interesting stat that I saw on social media from one of our game changers, Zan, AJ, is he said Trueboy has only allowed 10 completions in the last 2 games. Think about that for a minute. It's a lot. That's 8 quarters of football.
You don't have to think long about that.
That's
only 10 completions. Yeah,
that's hell.
That is an incredible defense that he has
Well, I'll tell you what, Dubby's going to need more than 10 completions in this game if he's going to want to win it. And this is going to be a big drive for him early on, eh? Let's see what he can put together.
Calls himself Dubby. He could use a couple dots here down the field with Randall Cunningham.
He's got room.
Hands the ball off to David Johnson instead. David Johnson, of course, the star running back for the Cardinals this year.
I don't think this pressure is going to get to Dubby either, man. When I'm telling you this guy's a tank, he's a tank, AJ. We spent some time with him. He has a great attitude, and he's just hungry. He needs it. I mean, this is a guy that is on his horse in the open field, and he's going for the glory. Stand up, Philadelphia, because your son is fighting to move on into this tournament. And look at the focus of Dubby right there, eh? That's a man. That's the face of a man on a mission.
And you know what we've seen so far from all these guys that has just worked out in this group is running the ball well. If you want to pick up a win in this group, you need to run the ball well. And that's what Dubby just did right there, putting some points on the board, taking the 7-3 lead.
I can trace back to a specific moment, AJ, where I realized Dubby truly was a tank. We were all out to dinner. We went to hibachi. Dubby proceeded to kill his chicken, his shrimp, his steak, the salad, soup, rice, lo mein, no big deal. And then when they rolled out dessert, he didn't even blink. He didn't even blink. He just murdered the dessert. No big deal. So right then and there, I knew that this kid was serious business. He's a tank. And let's see if that can transition to the Madden field. And so far it has for him in this game. Oh, almost worked.
Russell Wilson throws an incomplete pass. Let's jump into this other game right now in progress. Canes with the ball again and the 7-0 lead over Jet Steel.
How did he get the ball back already? Jet just not representing the old heads the way he planned on doing so.
The new generation is here. Canes only 21 years old. Trying to put some more points, pile on top of Jet Steel, knowing very well that with a 1-1 record, he could be looking at a tie with Dubby if Dubby hangs on to beat Trueboy, and then he would want that point differential in his favor. So he needs to score as many points as he can, in less words, against Jet Steel. Handoff up the middle from the pistol form.
I'm sorry, I was looking at the bus.
And Canes does pick up the first down. So 1st and goal now. Only 30 seconds remaining here in the first quarter.
You saw the bottom left of your screen too, AJ. Trueboy just had a huge completion against Dubby. Got himself right into field goal range.
The Trueboy trying to fight back into this one, and Canes fighting as well, trying to fight his way into the end zone. 2nd and goal now here against Jet Steel with the 7-0 lead already.
Take it to the second quarter in the top.
He will do that. So Canes still leads this one 7-0 over Jet Steel going into the second quarter. Let's see if he can punch this one into the end zone, RG, and take a commanding 2-possession lead. Back in that goal line set, calling out some hot routes, audibles. He might be faking it too. 5 seconds on the play clock. He's taking all of it. 1, snaps it. He's into the end zone on the QB sneak. Aaron Rodgers with the touchdown. So look at that. Canes taking a 2-possession lead over Jet Steel, a guy that you're very familiar with. What's got to be going through his head right now? He's very competitive.
He's frustrated. Jet is not happy with this performance. I can guarantee you that much. But he's the type of dude you could expect to be back here. And I wouldn't be surprised if we saw him get enough series points to make the Madden championship. But we have a big 3rd down play from Trueboy, and he puts Dubby's back up against the wall. And he's able to convert on the goal line and get himself 6. And now Dubby finds himself down 3, getting the ball back. This is going to be a statement drive for Dubby. He's going to need to answer back here, eh? This is going to be a big drive. I'm interested about this one coming up.
It is definitely going to be a big second quarter drive here for Dubby. He ran the ball well, broke off a long run there on his first drive against Trueboy. That with David Johnson scampering for the touchdown. I think, you know, the key here for me is he's just got to continue to play his game, not try to get too crazy out there and end up throwing an interception. As we know, Trueboy has that incredible secondary who's already had 5 picks so far today. Randall Cunningham, the quarterback for Dubby.
Nothing's
Nobody open.
Nothing's
He's going to
open.
scramble a little bit, and smartly he decides to slide for a pickup of about 3 yards on that play. 2nd and 7 on the 28.
Look at the focus. Look at the focus on their faces right there. Hey, Dubby's all business. Trueboy's focused. They know what's at stake here.
Randall Cunningham from the gun again. Looking, he has Ed McCaffrey. Ed McCaffrey breaks his first tackle and his second. And he has a first down. Finally wrangled at the 49-yard line.
Ed McCaffrey's been a beast in this
Absolute
entire tournament.
beast.
You're a Broncos fan. You know all about Ed McCaffrey.
He was
done,
a
right?
great wide receiver for us. 6'5". You always want that in Madden Ultimate Team.
Height.
You want that height, and that's why you see these guys adding him to their roster.
The interesting thing about Ed McCaffrey, while we're on the subject, as you mentioned, he's 6'5", so that means he can go up and get those jump balls, but he also has 95 route running, AJ, which allows him to get separation from the defenders on those corner routes and whatnot that people like to run. That's why he is such a force. It's the combination of route running and size that makes him so efficient.
Randall Cunningham rolling left, looking, finds Fitzgerald, who is upended and brought down, can't hang on to the football. So it is going to be 3rd and 10 here for Dubby, only down by 3 here in the first half.
Gotta watch the blitz coming from that left side right there. Nope, drop back, only 3-man rush. He's gonna have time.
Looking, trying to find Moss.
Oh!
It is so tough to come down with these in Madden 17, RG. You guys added that SWAT button. Talk to me about it. Talk about that decision of adding that balance to the aggressive catch.
Well, a lot of times if you want to throw a jump ball to Randy Moss or Ed McCaffrey, they're super efficient at going and getting that jump ball. But as a user, the way you stand up for yourself is you click onto the defender and you hold the X button, which is the SWAT button, and that just gives you a chance of breaking up the pass. Your chance then skyrockets, AJ. So clicking on and making the SWAT is very important if you want to defend those aggressive catches. He's going to need a turn upfield. Big first down on 4th and 10 for the dumpster, and look at the intensity. Little points to
Flexing
Rico.
on him. Flexing on him, points at Rico after that big first down on 4th.
And when we were in the back room earlier on this trip, Trueboy did look at Dubby, and they got into a little bit of a shouted match, and Trueboy did tell him, just enjoy your 3 days here because you're not going to Houston. So there is a little bit of a bitter rivalry going on in this matchup right here, eh?
Rolling
Good
right.
read. Oh, that's
almost
devastating.
Completes it to Randy Moss.
That's rough, especially when you're having trouble moving the ball like Dubby. You catch a bad break like that. Trueboy's defense is so stingy. You need every inch you can get, but you know what? There's nothing you can do about that if you're Dubby. You need to forget about it and move on to the next play.
Here we go.
See Ed McCaffrey lined up out wide right. Randall Cunningham finds his running back, David Johnson, though, who's just shy of another first down. So he's going to be a very manageable 3rd and 3.
And Trueboy continuing to switch up his defense. Instead of sending these edge blitzes that we've seen him so much, he's been dropping everybody back into coverage and only sending a 3-man rush, as you see right there. And Dubby's got someone wide open. It's David Johnson, and he's in for 6.
Look at those tackle battle wins by Dubby. 2 of them as he breaks into the end zone and takes the lead again. A 4-point lead now for Dubby over Trueboy. Trueboy, who has been absolutely dominant so far. Maybe he's met his match in Dubby.
I'm telling you, when you put these Philadelphia guys' backs against the wall, they turn into something special. And then you throw in a little motivational talk from the great 40 G's, Robert Hart. That might be all you need if you Dubby. He's putting Philly on his back right now, and this is going to be a big defensive possession for him. If he can force a stop right here, he can get all kinds of momentum.
So Trueboy breaks the huddle, down 4 now. 2:17 remaining here in the first half. Trueboy has not officially secured his spot in the final 8. Let's not forget that. He still needs a win to guarantee that he moves on.
Yeah, you just have to assume that his point differential is so good that it's going to be really hard
it's going to be tough for anybody to catch up.
It's going to be tough, you know, especially when you're in a close game like this. If we didn't want Trueboy to make it, Dubby would have had to beat the brakes off of him, I think, and I don't think that's the case. I'm going to assume that Trueboy is going to advance, and this is really going to be between Canes and Dubby, in my opinion, to see who's going to advance. And remember, both of those guys are first-timers at this event. This is their first time at the big stage, and they already have a chance to make it to group stage, guarantee themselves $10,000, a whole bunch of series points, and really make a name for themselves. Both of those guys have to be feeling the pressure right now, eh?
So Trueboy back in the shotgun now. 1:38 remaining here in the first half. Russell Wilson barking out the orders to his wide receiving core. Mike Evans running the drag. He throws to his running back, Le'Veon Bell, who is hit stick by Jalen Ramsey, pushed out of bounds at the 49.
That check down route that Trueboy likes to throw to Bell just gets open all day. All he does is he takes them and he hot routes them on a little out route like that, waits for everything to clear out, and just hits them in space. And you know, what do you want to do with your most athletic playmakers? Get them the ball in space. And Trueboy's been doing a fantastic job of doing that in his offense.
So Trueboy breaks the huddle here again, trying to put some more points on the board here before the half. He's got all his timeouts.
Dub needs to make a play here, eh? He needs to get himself some more momentum, even though he's up 4. Trueboy's been playing so well, you need to put his back way up against the ropes.
Wouldn't hurt to have a big play here. And he does stop him from picking up the first down, but Trueboy just keeps rolling, keeps completing passes right now. Content to throw the ball. We saw him run the ball so well in his first 2 games. I wasn't quite sure how well he would throw it, and he's slinging the rock around really well right now.
Looking fine on offense. Dubby's making him work, though, a lot more than it seemed like Canes and Jet made him work, so that's a good sign if you're Dubby. That's a great sign if you're Dubby!
On the blitz from Dubby, on that left side pressure, as he breaks in and causes a big loss. So now, Trueboy is looking at a 3rd and 16, whereas he was looking at a close shot at the end zone, and now he's back at his own 44.
If you're true, you need to be careful here. There's only 26 seconds left. Don't do anything crazy that'll give Dubby a chance to get a potential turnover and get himself back in the field goal range. If you're true right now, you gotta stay safe. Protect your quarterback. Don't take any type of fumble.
Another completion. That is a big
one. Get the first down. No big deal.
Big first down. Dubby can't believe it. You cannot give that up.
Look at them. Both of them give a little laugh on that one. Dubby knows he can't be giving that up, though. Like you said, hey, especially when going up against somebody as on fire as Trueboy.
Mike Evans with the reception and the first down.
Same play he hit him with last time. Oh, no, he's motioning him.
20 seconds here in the first half.
Interesting play call.
Russell Wilson. There's pressure on the right side. Throws it over the head of Le'Veon Bell, but at least it wasn't a sack. Russell Wilson, 13 of 16 so far, but he can't complete that one. And now 16 seconds remain.
And an interesting thing, Trueboy, I don't believe is in field goal range right now. He only has Dan Carpenter as his field goal kicker, who's a 79 overall gold player. It's not like you have Justin Tucker or someone that can just go ahead and nail this, you know, right between the uprights. He still needs, I think, a good 2 to 3 yards to get himself in comfortable field goal range here.
And you got to spend more on Cap, and almost intercepted there. Throws into double coverage. Dubby can't believe it. He swats that one down. Could have been worse.
And those were the type
for Trueboy.
Yes, those are the type of reads I was talking about, AJ. You got to be careful before the half. If Dubby was able to get his hands on that and run it back the other way, Trueboy would have really been hurting right there. You have to be careful in those situations, eh?
Trueboy hands it off now again to Le'Veon Bell. Big hit stick. Does Dubby take a timeout now? He does. So 4th and 11. He's going to call his first timeout, leaving 6 seconds on the clock.
Let's see if Carpenter has the leg.
He's got a long field goal here. It's going to be close, RG. The wind in his face a little bit.
He needs to hit it perfect.
I don't think he did. Oh, he fakes it!
He fakes it!
He fakes it! Does he have enough? He does not. He leaves 1 second as he laughs. He tries, hey, you know what? I think the crowd enjoyed it, though, going for the fake field goal. We haven't seen it yet so far here at the Madden Bowl, but you can do that. He almost had it.
You see Dubby kind of puts his hand by his heart real quick and takes a deep breath. That would have been tragic for him if Trueboy was able to get a fake field goal for a touchdown. I think
you made a great point, though, that he does not have a kicker who's capable perhaps of that 51-yard field goal that he was looking at. So maybe he couldn't, knew he couldn't hit it, decided to go out in the fake field goal formation and doesn't quite pick it up. But no harm, no foul.
No, that was interesting. It almost worked out for him. The way Trueboy reacted, I don't even know if he called that on purpose, but as open as it got, you may want to put that play in your arsenal because it had potential.
Yeah, anyway, so Trueboy goes in trailing this game 14-10 to Dubby. What's got to be going through your head if you're Dubby in this game? He knows he's 1-1. He knows he has to get a win to move on or even have a chance to. And Trueboy, of course, knows he's not guaranteed in, but he's feeling pretty relaxed right now, I would think, with such a great score differential. What goes through those guys' heads going into the second half?
Well, if you're Dubby, you got to feel good about yourself. You have already put up more points in one half than Canes and Jet were able, I believe, to combined. So you're on the right track right here. You know what's at stake, and you see it. We finally seeing a little bit of vulnerability from Trueboy. If you're Dubby, you need to take advantage of it, and you need to play the best half of Madden that you've ever played.
With that, we got to throw it to Drea. She has our halftime interview.
Yes, AJ, here with Dubby. You've done more so far against Trueboy's defense than anybody today. What do you think of the way you performed so far?
I'm playing pretty well. Me and Trueboy, we both run similar offense. It's actually the same playbook, so we both know kind of what's coming, and it's actually a real fun game of Madden we're playing right now.
Trueboy is still playing like a superstar overall. What's the key to keeping the pressure on and getting the victory?
The key is I'm up 4 points. I got the ball. If I get 7, I'm going to feel really good, and then my foot is going to be on his throat. Up 11 points in the third quarter is going to feel good. So it's all about this one drive. This one drive is going to dictate how the rest of this game is going to come out. So I got to come out and play well.
There it is. It's that one drive. Best of luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Let's send it to Tyler and the guys.
All right, Drea, thank you very much. Hey, this is an exciting one. We were all thinking Trueboy just going to roll right through, but no, Rico, you were on it. Hey, Dubby talked to somebody outside, basically said you're representing all Philadelphia, do us proud. He's doing them proud so far in this first half.
That wasn't just anybody. That was 4-time Madden Challenge winner, 40 G's, the brain trust of that Philly conglomerate. And he has infused so much swag in Dubby. He is playing Trueboy like he's the one who's supposed to win, like he's the one who's been dominating.
He absolutely did, Rico, because Dubby was trailing 3-0, and he decided to bust out the Mac Jr. moment right here with the long 63-yard touchdown run. That's David Johnson going all the way. Trueboy, though, was trying to strike back. He's been dominant in this one. He took it to the second quarter. He went up top, 7-yard touchdown catch for Johnson. Too easy right there, but Dubby, right before the half, you see Randall Cunningham roll out, goes right up the seam for the score, and Dubby, with the lead right now and getting the ball at half, looking good.
That's going to be a really exciting one. Can't wait for the second half. Let's go ahead and tell you what's going on at the other game. That would be Jet Steel taking on Canes. This one has been really exciting, to say the least.
Huge match going on in the other game. First quarter, it's Canes all over it, right down the seam. That's Randy Moss for the score. He gives it to Aaron Rodgers, gets him right down in the red zone. And then Canes gets the fumble early. That's a big-time hit from Jalen Ramsey, who we called out in the pregame. Perhaps it not only makes the hit, but recovers it. So he was looking good, and it's going to lead in the second quarter to another Aaron Rodgers quarterback sneak. We saw that one live on the look-in. Aaron Rodgers, then again, 19 yards for Jet Steel, and just a dogfight, 13-play, 72-yard drive for him. But right there, that's the play of the day from Canes. It led to a field goal where he sits 17-7 at the half. I want to go back in and actually look at that play and break it down, because it was a critical down for Canes, and he did it to the best of his ability. So right before the snap, what you're going to see here is pressure off the right-hand side. You have Graham, Sanders, Moore. He thinks it's coming. When we roll this clip, you'll see Aaron Rodgers is actually going to roll out of the pocket to the right-hand side. The blitz doesn't come in, and when you pause it right here, the streak, Jet Steel, supposed to be user controlling that streak. Boom, instead, he gets too far away. rolls the clip, first down, leads to those crucial 3 points. Every point matters here in Madden Bowl, and that is where we stand going into the half. It's 17-7. Canes is all over it.
Yeah, he really is. And this one has some deciding factors in it. We're going to let you guys know how all that math is going to work out. But as of right now, everybody is still in contention to move on to the next stage. So I want to get to that game right now. It's in the third quarter, a little bit of time left. So I want to go ahead and make this a shortened halftime. I want to send it to AJ and RG for the call of Canes and Jet Steel. Guys, take it away.
Thank you, Tyler. We're going to check in on Canes versus Jet Steel. RG, I want to see how Jet Steel is able to bounce back after taking 2 losses in his first 2 games, after we all kind of thought this is a guy who is going to be able to perhaps run the table, and now he's down 24-7.
Not only is he down 24-7, he's down 24-7, and he's on defense. He doesn't even have the ball. I've never seen Jet look this bad in a tournament ever. I don't know if it's going to discourage him going forward, but he's usually super confident.
I hope
he's
not.
usually super consistent. I just don't know what's going on with him here, eh?
You know, he's not that old. He's only 29, almost 30, almost 30. 1 second on the play clock as Canes hands the ball off to Ricky Williams, but you know, he almost told me he's almost retired from Madden a couple of times, and he keeps coming back. He wants a shot at these series points. He wants a shot at this prize pool. And I hope he continues to come back as well.
Yeah, he'll be back. One thing we need to talk about real quick is this game's turning into a blowout. Canes lost by 19 points to Trueboy. What really hurt his point differential, but he's trying to get it all back right now and even looking to potentially skunk Jet, which is going to be huge if he's able to win his game, and he might control his own fate even if Dubby wins. This is a big deal for Canes right now. Even though he's up 24-7, he needs to keep his foot on the gas and try to beat Jet by as many points as possible. And right now, he's doing a pretty good job of that, up 17.
Yeah, you make a very good point. You know, Dubby fighting hard in that game against Trueboy, but, you know, Jet Steel might give up so many points here that Canes is in.
This is just so uncharacteristic of Jet. He needs to, if Dubby's over there watching over his shoulder, he needs Jet to lock up right here, because you do not want Canes to just continue to put points on the board and help his point differential by so much. But as we've seen, this is the place where it does get stingy, eh? This goal line has been tough for people. Uh-oh, he's fumbled!
Big play, and Aaron Rodgers coughs up the football. Jet Steel happy to see that.
Oh my gosh, you know who's even more happy to see that? Dubby.
I can imagine so. If he could see what was going on right now.
Let's see if
Jet Steel takes over at the 7-yard line here in the fourth quarter.
Let's see if he can finally put a drive together out there.
All right, Aaron Rodgers rolling right, throws to Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice brought down at the 17, so 2nd and inches. Let's see if Jet Steel can put some points on the board quickly. You think he can, RG?
I think he's fully capable of getting points on the board here. I mean, we all know his offense is explosive. He just hasn't been able to put it together for whatever reason.
Back in the shotgun here. Jet Steel rolling out with Rodgers. Rodgers completes it to Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice does have enough for the first down. And we're going to jump back into our other game. Still in progress. We've got Dubby beating Trueboy, but Trueboy back at the 18-yard line, threatening here in the red zone.
Yeah, no disrespect to Jet and Canes, but this is the game right now that I'm interested in right now. Hey, this is Dubby trying to stand up for himself, make a name for himself, and represent Philadelphia, and that big hit isn't a bad way to do that, but he, again, keep talking about it, the goal line, time to get stingy, Dub. And this could be 4-down territory for True. I wouldn't be surprised, you know, a field goal doesn't get him the lead. I wouldn't be surprised if Trueboy was to go for it on 4th down if the situation came up, as long as it was a 4th and manageable.
Trueboy audibling out of the iPhone Pro.
There's so much room right here. You got to think, run the ball.
Wilson
Take
running.
off with Wilson.
Shrugs off a couple of tackles, and he has enough for a first down. So some good luck there for Trueboy. Dubby can't believe it. Trueboy stumbles forward. That could have been a fumble, just like we saw in the other game. When you scramble with your quarterback, it's a risk.
Oh, it sure
and he tried
is.
to do it.
Very
Broke a
fortunate
couple
right
of
there.
tackles. That's what you need from, quarterback like Russell Wilson. That's why you go get him. Le'Veon Bell to the outside.
what a
Nice
juke!
juke back inside for the touchdown, and Trueboy is on the board again.
Oh my gosh, people ask where the stick work at. I'll tell you, it's in Trueboy's thumbs. He has made some nasty runs with Bell lately, and it's so nice to see these elite players, some of them getting nasty in the open field and make defenders look silly. I wish I could do that, I don't got that type of stick work no more.
I'll show you a tips and tricks video, RG. I'll show you how to do those juke moves.
I don't think there's any video that could
When we
just
get back to
you
the
up
studio,
that.
I'll show you how to do it.
Okay, we'll see.
I'll try my best. All right, so Dubby back with the football at the 25-yard line, trailing by 3 now.
Big drive for Dub, Big drive for Dub. Oh, what
Big
a
hit on his run up the middle, and we're going to jump back into this other game. Canes kicking the field goal here, taking a 20-point lead over Jet Steel. He got the football back, and now he is up by 20. So Randall Cunningham now passing for Dubby. Dubby completes it to Jimmy Graham. Graham gets past one guy with the stiff arm force push out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
He needed to do his Fred Flintstone impression and tippy-toe up that sideline. He had room to go, but unfortunately stepped out of bounds for Dub.
Randall Cunningham looks to the left. Pump fakes, finds Fitzgerald.
Good read, and
They're going to mark it a first down.
Trueboy's been playing a lot more coverage against Dubby. I wonder if it's that Randall Cunningham having the ability to get away from the blitz. We're seeing a lot of 3-man rushes from Trueboy. There he goes. He sends the corner. Dot!
Big dot up the middle, as we just saw some of those tweets on our social channels, RG. A lot of people excited about this group. Some really good games so far here in Group C. And no change to that right now, as we're seeing a really close one here between Dubby and Trueboy. Dubby really fighting hard to try and stay in this and move on.
Yep, and I love all the tweets and support that we're seeing amongst the community, AJ. Now is the most exciting time. The culture. Now is the most exciting time to be a Madden player. I've been in this sport for over a decade, and there are no more exciting times than now. I mean, we got $1 million prize pool. Need I say more?
I'd like a shot at that. I'm not good enough, though.
You're really not. I'm not trying to be mean, but it is what it is. Well, that's why we watch these guys.
That's why we got these guys. That's why we're sitting here talking and watching these guys play.
And watching Dubby put together a very prolific drive right now. He's already in field goal range where he could tie this game up, but he wants 6. And there goes David Johnson, rumbling, tumbling out at the 2.
Almost in. David Johnson just continues to run the ball well for Dubby. The run after catch.
This has got to be it.
So on the 2-yard line.
This has to be doing wonders for Dubby's confidence too. If he was able to advance through this group, going through the rest of the tournament, being able to come back on a guy like Trueboy, take away his momentum like that. I mean, how can you not be rooting for this kid right now? There's something about that Philadelphia grit, sometimes you can't help but root for it,
An incredible game here for Dubby, as he is now leading again, and they keep trading the lead, but he is now leading the guy who has been dominant so far in this group, in Trueboy.
Yeah,
nice little return out to the 27-yard line where Trueboy will start over.
Dubby is doing a great job of making all his Philadelphia Madden players at home watching very proud. The Big Jeems, the Dynasties, the 40 Jesus, they got to be all very proud. Dubby said his lab partner at home, Rumble's going to be watching. He wanted to give him a shout out. All of them got to be glued to the TV right now because it's looking like he has a chance to handle business against the dominant Trueboy. But again, there's that route I've talked to you about, where Bell just leaks out to the flat, and he's just always unaccounted for, and getting him the ball in space is just, it feels like a 10-yard minimum. He's going to have to make an adjustment to that.
Russell Wilson back in the gun. Le'Veon Bell lined up right next to him.
There it
12
is.
seconds on the play clock. Wilson
Good adjustment by
Looking
Dub.
for him, and just like you said, he did make a good adjustment, and it was close. He had Deion Sanders right there on him.
There's the adjustment right there, that flat zone right there. He had a defender in a hard flat. Usually they're dropping back about 8 to 10 yards and then breaking on the ball. The hard flat says you just stay underneath and wait for it, and that's what Dubby did right there, and he almost got an interception off of it. Good adjustment by Dubby. That's what we talk about when we talk about high-level Madden and adjusting. Quick hike, though.
Oh, and he fumbled, but the ball goes out of bounds, so that's going to be a first down for Trueboy. That works out in his favor.
That hurt Dubby right there because he wanted to be on Anthony Barr right there to play defense, but the ball was snapped when he was on his defensive tackle, and he's not able to get out and work and, guard the receivers with the defensive tackle. Quick hike by Trueboy. Dubby not ready for it. First down, True. Dubby's going to need to get stingy here. We're in the fourth quarter. Your Madden Bowl life is on the line. You're fighting for Philadelphia. If you Dub, when you say you need it, now's when you need it. You got to stand up for yourself, Dub Dot.
Trueboy looking
What a
deep. He has
dot.
Brandon Cooks.
Wow.
What a shot.
20 for 24, 250 yards, and a touchdown for Russell Wilson. Every time one of those stat banners seems to drop down for Trueboy, it's always impressive.
What's impressive right now is how he's passing the ball so well right now against Dubby. He absolutely said he will take what the defense gives him. He ran the ball well in his first two games, but this time it doesn't work well for him.
Look how he's running like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. He's on his horse.
Does he have enough speed? And he's into the end zone. What happened?
Oh my gosh, Dubby needs it. If the crowd can't get behind him on that one, I don't know who will. That was huge.
He's going to take an 11-point lead over Trueboy here, and just like you said, that is a huge turn of events for Dubby.
Oh my gosh, these Philadelphians just fight. There's a reason why there's been more than 3 Madden Challenge champions coming out of Philadelphia, eh? Oh my gosh, Dubby trying to be the next generation player. That was huge. That was huge, eh? Let's see if Trueboy can respond. This is an interesting situation, too. This is the first adversity we're going to see Trueboy really facing amongst this tournament, eh? I'm really eager to see if he can put it together and collect himself and get right back to his winning ways.
Well, RG, they told me I wasn't going to have to do any math.
Oh, the people,
but somebody backstage is going to have to do that. I'm thinking it's our man Donnie Moore. Because Dubby right now is looking in command of this game over Trueboy. And when we last checked in, Kane was also in big control over Jet Steele. So it's going to come down to a point differential between these guys, assuming this one ends up like it is right now.
It might be just meant for Dubby to advance. I mean, he's gotten by the Rico curse twice already. I got it down written here. Rico's picked him 2 times, and Dubby's still able to fight through it. That's very impressive, being able to fight through the Rico curse if you're Dubby. Martin.
And Trueboy lays down with Le'Veon Bell, not taking the big hit. So he will try to put some more points on the board of his own. Obviously, Trueboy scored a lot in his first 2 games, so he's probably pretty safe. But I'm sure he's thinking score, 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 especially
oh yeah,
when you're in a group where it might be 3 guys at 2-1.
Absolutely. Saw it yesterday. You've mentioned it at the top of the show. Los went 2-1 with Serious Mo and Skimbo. 3 people at 2-1. Unfortunately for Los, he wasn't able to move on.
Russell Wilson scampering for it, picks up a first down.
I don't think Trueboy will find himself in that situation, but you can never be, never be too safe. It's that, especially when we're talking about, the difference of potentially last place in this group is $5,000, and getting out of this group, you guarantee yourself at least $10,000 in prize money, AJ. That's a nice little chunk of change. That's a nice little chunk of change for playing Madden,
Just to get out of the group. All these games.
If the prize pool was like that when I was playing, I would have a lot. I was final. I didn't win all the championships, just a couple, but I was Final 8, Final 4 all day long. The prize pool wasn't that deep back then, but that's what's cool about the Madden Championship Series. Is you don't need to only come in first place to profit off of what you love. We pay all the way down to 16th place, and all of these guys are going to walk away with a little bit of cash for their efforts. That's really cool to me.
Russell Wilson again scrambling up the middle, picks up another first down for Trueboy. 1:49 remaining here in the ball game.
Trueboy's running out of time though. He can't just be, real slow right now. He needs to speed things up. Dubby
Big
not having
sack
it
by
though.
Dubby. Big sack on first down by Dubby, and he is playing really well on defense. We didn't see it
That Aaron Donald
necessarily so much in his other games.
looks like that Aaron Donald is doing all types of work for Dubby. That's the motivator version of Aaron Donald, and that's beef in the middle of the field when you're talking about that Donald. That's a grizzly bear on your D-line.
Russell Wilson back. Le'Veon Bell.
Oh gosh, the stick work is ridiculous.
Nice stick work, cutting back inside, then back out of bounds to stop the clock. So 1:09 remaining here in the game.
I know Bell's agility rating's got to be bananas. I got to go and get me that Le'Veon Bell and try him out and see if I can replicate some of these Trueboy moments when the ball's loose. Ball's loose.
And Dubby's going to recover it.
And Vernon's got it. Dub. He's
If you're
moves.
Dubby, now I got to ask. If you're Dubby, do you try really hard to score right here, even risking throwing an interception?
I think you need to go down there and get points. You have to. You don't want to. You don't want to leave it to chance right now. Like you said, though, you could risk the interception, but when I say you go down and get points, you do have to be safe with it. No risky. I don't think any throws into the flats. That could be a pick six, but I'm taking deep shots downfield, and if I throw the interception deep downfield, I'm not too mad at it. Or also running the ball and trying to break a big one isn't the worst thing to do either.
No, absolutely not. He's run the ball really well with David Johnson so far today. He's got Jimmy Graham now lined up at fullback. Randy Moss in motion. Handoff to Johnson again, who's brought down at the 30, and Trueboy will call his second timeout. So Trueboy trying really hard to get the ball back. He wants another win.
Dubby's just going to nail it right here. Make Trueboy call his last timeout, punt the ball, and try to play defense. This is interesting to me, though. If I'm Dubby, why not run the ball here? I know you're scared of a hit stick or a fumble or whatnot, but there's a chance you get that first down with David Johnson, especially how good he's been playing this game. I think we've already seen him in the end zone twice today, break a couple of big runs. A little bit baffled by Dubby's decision-making right there, eh?
You know, Buggs' onside kick, recovery, and all the other antics that happened yesterday might have scared everybody a little bit. Trueboy trying to break one on the punt.
I love watching Trueboy work in the open field. Some of the moves he's been pulling off have just been truly phenomenal, eh? He has some of the best stick work in the open field that I've seen in Madden 17.
Meanwhile,
For sure.
Meanwhile, Dubby did force Trueboy to use all his timeouts as he gets to the quarterback there. Another sack. And so the clock runs. 32 seconds remaining in this one. Dubby looking to upset Trueboy.
Something that's interesting, Dubby switched to a cover 6 look out of that dollar, AJ. And cover 6 is one of those awkward defenses. People often practice against, I got a cover 2 play, I got a cover 3 play, I got a cover 4 play, I got a 2-man under play. A lot of people don't practice cover 6 beaters. And as you can see right now, Trueboy's having some trouble getting what he wants against that cover 6.
Big stop there as he knocks the ball out of his hands. That's Dominique Rogers-Cromartie. So 4th and 11, Trueboy forced to go for it. Then, if he does not get it.
Smart. No, he's going to punt and protect his point differential, because if he didn't get it,
I was about to say,
easily
could
get the points.
Kick a field goal.
It's smart by Trueboy. He knows his situation. He knows that his point diff is probably better than anybody's. Let me protect that. I really like this decision right here by Trueboy. Even though he's young, the kid is smart, and he plays like he has experience in a lot of situations.
So he will just punt the ball out of bounds. And Dubby
He's going to nail it.
Jump back into that victory formation. So this one is going to end 28-17.
Oh, Philadelphia, stand up for your boy, Dubby. Don't ever put a Philadelphians back up against the wall, AJ, because you see what the result is right here.
Fantastic job by Dubby to bounce back in this thing. He starts 0-1, comes back and wins his next 2, including one what I would call an upset over Trueboy in his last game. So we're going to have to let the mathematicians backstage tell us exactly what's going to happen. So stay tuned. Do not go anywhere. But RG, talk to me about that one. What did you see from Dub to be able to upset Trueboy, who had been dominating, absolutely dominating the competition so far in this Group C?
I think what we saw in that game was a guy whose back was against the wall going up against a guy who's a little bit more comfortable, and it showed. And that's interesting to see, a guy like Dubby. Certain people, when you put their backs up against the wall, they just fold completely, and that's not what we saw against Dubby. So that should let the competition know, if he is to move on into this tournament, that he is not to be taken lightly like some of these players have been taking him in this tournament prior to the event.
All right, well, Drea's got Dubby right now. Talk to us.
Thanks so much, AJ. Dubby, congratulations. You had a laser focus. You made the right adjustments. You pulled off the upset. How much confidence does that give you?
It gives me a lot of confidence. I was down, lost the first game, played terrible, was down 10 points to Jet in the first 2 minutes. You know, I had to beat the hottest player that was playing today, and I had to beat him in a winner-go-home game. You know, it meant a lot, and, you know, I played well.
Well, you're moving on.
Absolutely.
How exciting is that, and what do you want to say to Philly? Philly, stand up.
I mean, it's very exciting to move on. I'm in a group with a bunch of goons. You know, everybody knows how to play the game. Everybody knows how to make adjustments. Everybody knows what they're doing. You know, and to advance, it means a lot. And, you know, for the city, you know, that's what we do. We fight all the time, and I'm going to do it regardless. Whether I'm losing, winning, or anything, I'm going to fight. So, you know, and I like to represent my city as best I can.
No doubt, and you got a call from 40G, the legend. What did he say to you, and what's the biggest thing that excites you about getting a call from him?
40, you know, him and Gene were like idols when I was little. I didn't really know, not little, but young and Madden, you know, and they were idols, you know, and to get a call from him in the middle of the tournament really motivated me to let me know that everybody from my city is watching. And, you know, I'm holding the whole city on my back, and I'll continue to do that throughout this tournament.
All right, well, we look forward to seeing you move on. Philadelphia, this is your man. Send it to Tyler and the guys.
All right, Drea, thank you. That must have been some heck of a phone call. He gets it done. Dubby starts the day off with a loss and fights his way back to upset Trueboy. Rico's got the Thunder Sticks going on because, yes, Rico, you picked Dubby. You said this was going to happen. And as you heard Drea say right there, he is going to advance to the next round. We still have to figure out who is going to be joining him. But let's go ahead and get through these highlights. We'll show you how this happened, how he stopped the most dominant player of the day in Trueboy.
Yeah, let's find out how all these points were scored. Our mathematicians will be carrying the two backstage, but David Johnson was carrying the